You are now
rocking
with the Patio PolitiCz.
What it is, what's happening, what it do. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you may be in this world. We appreciate you for being right here underneath the patio with us. You could be on the East Coast, you could be on up north, you could be down south, you could be in the Midwest, you could be right here on the West with your boys, or you could be in a whole nother country, and we appreciate y'all verbally, audio, physically. Y'all know how this shit go.
Yeah.
Patio, man, we're here with the riders, you know what I'm saying?
Man, what's happening? I love how we be peacefully banging on people as soon as we get on the mic.
Oh, yeah. You got to. What the fuck is up, man? What's up, beautiful people?
What's up, world?
What's going on?
Man, we underneath the patio, fellas. So today, y'all, thank y'all for tapping in. We're going to be doing a movie review, y'all. Film is called Z for Zachariah. It's a dope movie. Do anybody know how to pronounce the lead name?
Is it Zachariah?
No, that's the name of the movie.
His name now. You talking about old boy?
Yes.
Our boy? Let me see if I can try.
All right, while Mac, I would think T, man. I should put T on that assignment. T good at word pronunciation, enunciation. He going to it now. but shout out to my brother, man. Him and his I think it's
ooh, yeah, I ain't trying it.
You ain't trying it?
CHIWETEL.
Yes. My brother, he
said
starts at an actor. And it's a Maggie Robbie.
Margot, yeah.
Margot?
And
Margot Robbie.
Chris Pine.
And Chris Pine. Chris Pine, I know he played on the remake of Star Trek. He starred in that. Margot Robbie, she played in
Wolf of Wall Street,
Barbie,
Birds of Prey. She's the Harley Quinn girl.
Harley Quinn, phenomenal actress. We got to get this brother name, man, because he carried the movie.
He's a British actor too.
He's a black actor.
Yeah,
and he carried the film. He played in movies. Talk to Me. He played in American Gangster.
12 Years a Slave.
12 Years of Slavery.
Yeah.
Venom. Doctor Strange.
Oh yeah.
So many.
Incredible actor. But the film, the premise of the film is basically like this is a post-apocalyptic. Apocalypse. Yeah. There you go. See what I'm saying?
T got it.
yeah.
I've educated in the building, man.
Yeah. It's a film like that based on two people finding each other. First, the woman is there by herself after some chemical thing has spread it across
radiation,
the whole town, radiation and all that, wiping out everybody. So she's there alone. She ended up stumbling across a man. He's kind of apprehensive at first. Don't want to be around her. Don't trust her because of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
They start kind of domesticating together, trying to figure out everything together to to build a new world per se. Not even build a new world, just survive, man. Because it's just them out in this big town or city by themselves. So they got to look for food. They hunting. They attempting to survive. It's no electricity. It's no nothing. The water's contaminated. All these different things. And they're growing and getting to know each other along the way. In the middle of the movie, another cat show up. A white man shows up, and he wants to stay with them too. Mm-hmm. A lot of tricky shit start going on.
Because they already didn't confess they
almost
almost got busy though. It's intimacy going on.
Yeah.
Yes.
At that part.
Yeah.
Because she was lonely.
Yeah. Lonely man, lonely woman. Intimacy almost happened prior to the new guy coming. And the black man did a notable thing. Not something I would have did, fellas, but he turned it down. He turned it down, which was noble. Salute to him. Shout out to him, because he said if we go this route, it would change things. And he was accurate and he was right. Women, pay attention. I hope y'all watch this movie. When a man tell you that, stay. Don't run.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, run if it's me, but stay if it's another good one.
He wanted to get to know her.
He wanted to get to know her before it got to the intimacy part, or whatever the case may be. She respected it. She grew closer to him and all that. Along the way, time went by. Then that's when Chris Pine's character shows up. Caleb shows up. Caleb is white. She's white. Caleb need a place to stay. He plays the role. Oh, I ain't got nowhere to go.
He's being manipulated.
Yes. Help me. Woe is me. Just let me stay for a day or two and all that. She was lobbying for him to stay.
Our brother was like, no.
He said no, hell no at first. T, did he compromise? Okay, my brother compromised and said yes, let him in. And then, man, all kind of hell almost starts to break loose, man. It did break loose.
It did.
From my perception.
Compromised and started getting hurt after the compromise.
You could see what was coming, but yeah.
Okay.
Or something was
He
coming.
said it
Hey,
too.
T said it was predictable. I didn't see some of that coming because I'm like, I was into it. I thought it was a beautiful love story. But it's good. We're going to get into it after the theme, so please don't go nowhere. The film is called Z for Zachariah. It's a dope film. Came out in 2015.
We're going to get that pronunciation after the theme, too.
Yeah, I'm going to have T work on me with that, man. But
Apocalyptic.
apocalyptic. There it is. Stay locked.
We hope you stay a while, cause it's right for life. Trying to be part of your life. We got whatever you like. Come on and just give us a try, yeah. Cause it's right for life. Trying to be part of your life. We got whatever you like, yeah. Come on and just give us a try, yeah. I said it's right for life. Come in with the shows that you like. We trying to be the best on the mic. DJ playing cuts that you like, yeah. It could be the start of your day, or maybe just the end of your night. But if you're rocking with us, Patio PolitiCz is gonna do you right. Oh, cause it's right for life. Trying to be part of your life, yeah. We got whatever you like. Whatever you like. Come on and just give us a try, yeah. Cause it's right for life. Oh, trying to be part of your life. We got whatever you like. Come on and just give us a try, yeah. We hope you stay a while.
Yes,
Dudes,
sir.
they
Yes,
flowers.
sir.
I'd be like, you got you a good one.
Man.
I don't know where you found her at, but you got it.
We hope you stay a while because if you don't, we're going to send you in T class and he's going to help you work on your word pronunciation and enunciation. Now, the star actor of it is who, T?
She would tell.
She would tell.
She would tell? That's how you get that?
She would tell Ejiofor.
Ejiofor. There we go. Hell of an actor. Hell of an actor. Shout out to
Okay.
you, man.
I can make up a bar with his name.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, fellas, the movie was adopted from a book. I don't know when the book came out, but the book was called Z for Zachariah. It had a deep meaning to it. I didn't dig deep into what the book meaning of it was. It was something similar to the Z standing for the last letter of the alphabet.
The N?
The N. Yes. Okay. It was a dope thing. So picking up for where we left off, Caleb, Chris Pine, once he showed up, mind you, what's his name, T?
Caleb.
I think it's no, the guy name.
She would tell?
Yeah, his name was Loomis in
Loomis,
the movie.
yeah.
So Loomis, he grows to start having feelings and attraction for the woman and everything. He was a scientist, so he knew how to build things and everything. He came up with an idea to maybe possibly build some kind of wheel.
A small power plant.
Like for electricity.
A small
electricity.
power generating.
Yeah, for the generator.
Yeah.
For the generator to be able to generate electricity.
With a water mill.
Yeah, a water mill to generate electricity so that they will have power in the house and they can store up food for the future.
In the refrigerator,
In
yeah.
a refrigerator or for other, not just for them, but for other people.
Like he was coming through making her everything
He was
better.
doing everything.
much.
Now, in order to make this water mill for the generator, he had to use her father's church.
The wood.
The wood from her
He
father's
needed
church.
to take the planks from the walls that built up the church.
Yep, exactly. Now, at first, she was apprehensive against it. And what I love about this movie, y'all, it had a lot of spiritual Easter eggs. During the movie, I don't know if it showed it in the recap, but during the movie, I know it was a scene where he was going through the library of one of the houses. I think that was her house or her father's house or something like that. And there was an Adam and Eve book. And he wasn't spiritual like her or whatever. So he kind of just looked at the book while they was talking and kind of threw it to the side like nah. And then when it came down to the church, tearing down the church, he was like, well, damn. She was like, well, my dad built this with his bare hands. He understood that point. And she was like, well, what if God left this here for when more people come? Basically, we could turn this into a ministry.
Yeah.
So he like, and you
like-
could tell his
That's
character.
understanding. He bought it.
He didn't at first because he doesn't have no relationship with God. He's not a religious person. So he kind of sat and contemplated like, fuck, man. Like, let me see, how can I say this without offending her? And he basically like, well, what if him, referring to God, left us this church to use the wood to build
For what it is that
built a
that,
water
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and she still was like, apprehensive. He's like, you know what?
Never mind.
He respected
Don't
her.
even do it.
Yeah.
He compromised. He said, you know what?
Compromised. Fine.
We'll find a different way if there is a different way. And on comes Blue Eyes.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Blonde hair, blue eyes.
Yes.
And he done had that conversation with him, and Blue Eyes goes back and says it, and now she's all for it.
All for it.
All for it.
Women, yeah.
all for it.
All for it. She said yes with the You know,
and then the brother is still like, well, you ain't gotta do it.
You ain't gotta
if you don't want to do it.
Yeah. Hear that, ladies?
Yeah.
The brother said it.
You ain't gotta
Loomis.
do this if you don't want to do it. And she's like, no, I just think it's like I could tell that you don't want to do this
That you
because you
don't.
can't even get it out all the way.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But
Hey,
okay,
Caleb,
whatever the vibe
Caleb
is.
sweet talks you enough.
Caleb came, charming, fit, nice, helping Loomis, helping her. And you could tell Caleb was starting to have, well, he instantly had attraction for her character. He was on her. And I look at the dynamic now. We filmmakers, we know we shoot shit on purpose. Easter eggs, placement, all that. I love what the cinematographer did with one scene where they sit having their first dinner together or whatever. You got Loomis in the middle, you got the girl, then you got Caleb in front.
And the dog. Can't forget the dog.
Yeah, the dog too. But they all in there. But I'm just talking about the people at the table, how they shot it. You see the discourse starts to happen because, Caleb is face to face with the woman, right? So when they get ready to say a prayer, she always prays before she eat. Loomis doesn't pray. So he kind of just, when she do that and everything, he just kind of like, yeah, okay, and start eating. Caleb starts, yes.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
she
They
got
sitting
her eyes
across
closed
from each other.
Yeah. Soon as she say amen, who says amen after? Caleb. See y'all. Caleb said the shit. She looked up in them blue eyes and came like, man, Loomis was looking like Loomis eating. Loomis, yeah. He became a nigga now, and he was like, hold up, what's going on? I see.
I didn't let this into my house.
I see. I done let it into my house.
He's a distraction.
Yeah, nah, for real. Just think how many brothers really be doing that shit though, y'all. Just a metaphor in that though.
I mean, we do it on both ends.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it was he stuck to his what's the saying? Stick to his guns or whatever.
Yes.
He was just like, what we need to do is prosper towards survival.
Yes.
Before anything
else. That's why he wasn't
regardless
intimate.
of how we feel, let's ignore that and let's get ourselves in a better position
First.
so that we could do that and enjoy it.
And enjoy it without having to struggle, ladies, worry about shit, dealing with the anxieties of what we gonna find the next day.
Blue Eyes said, nah, fuck that.
Fuck
yeah.
But
I want, at the moment where sex transpired, you know what I'm saying? Because
let's not get to that point.
Okay.
All right. So after dinner, you see the attraction with him. I believe it was that scene where our boy Loomis was either working her in the water, and her and Caleb took a walk in the woods. Loomis was cool with it.
Yeah.
Let her and Caleb walk in the woods.
Until he came back and see how they was frolicking in the water.
He saw they had that connection. They was walking together.
That connection.
He had been
ladies,
working.
y'all know what y'all be doing and shit. Yeah, and when somebody trying to fuck lady, he gonna have similarities, commonalities.
And she was wide open from the start.
She was wide open.
But she was wide open when Loomis got there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she was. Now she wouldn't have stood a chance with me, y'all, and no work wouldn't have been done. We wouldn't have survived because we've been fucking all the time. No work done, lazy, all that. That's me personally. To say my movie, I wouldn't have rolled like that. But Loomis was a great brother, self-control, fellas. You know, he was stoic, and in the moment of like, nah, we gotta focus on this before this. That's why I love his character. So powerful. That's why y'all need to watch it.
She saved his life too.
Yeah, she saved his life. Oh yeah,
she saved his life.
Shout out to the white woman. She took care of him, never threw it in his face. Anyway, so took care of him right. She didn't assume he was dead on one scene. She took care of him and brought him back.
She saw the danger and was like, come from there.
Yeah, and I rolled his ass out of bed and said, let me go find somebody else. Because he tripping.
Yeah.
Something wrong with him. He didn't want to fuck me. Something must be wrong. See, she didn't have nobody to gossip to and be catty with and all that goofy shit.
Yeah.
She had to go sit in her room by herself and meditate on it and pray on it and all that shit.
Yeah.
So fast forward back after Loomis started catching their attraction towards each other and all that. After they tore down the church, Caleb helped Loomis build it. They all built it together. Boom, boom. They got the meal going. They had a celebration. Now, sweetheart, she wanted to give it to Loomis or whatever the case may be. But
because he had just expressed his feelings. He had drank too much.
He drunk too much. I can attest to that a lot of times.
Passed out.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know.
I can attest for it for you.
He missed an opportunity passing out.
The next man came up.
Yes. So when
literally the next man up. Yeah.
So, but this is a trick part though. She going there to be intimate to him, and I believe she was going to express her love for him verbally and physically and spiritually. because she was just proud and all that. So at this point, Caleb wasn't a threat because Loomis already had.
Yeah, they had a deeper connection.
Deeper. Went in the room. My man passed out. She attempted, y'all know what y'all women do when we want it, but we tired. It's always saying, back up, bitch. I don't want to get another. Give me 50 feet.
Too much aggression for her.
Too much aggression. Did that. She got ready to walk to her room in despair. She heard some noise, which I think the noise was deliberate on purpose. So I guess like it's like
that house is quiet.
It's quiet. So it's just 3 people in the house. So it's like you gonna hear somebody walking from room to room in cracks. Bro, and I think it was like a loud.
Bro was spying the whole time. He knew it was good because he knew old boy was yeah.
So she heard the noise. And out of curiosity, she's hot at this point, y'all. She's hot. Not mad hot. She's
ready
hot.
to go.
She's ready to go. She goes to the room.
Little Caesar.
She goes to the room. Before she knocks, he automatically opens it as if he's coming out to get a glass of water.
Bullshit. Y'all ain't got one.
Y'all already know what happened. He knocked it down, man.
Yeah, all the way down.
The next morning,
my man's knew. Immediately.
Yeah, that's that brothers. That's that brothers. That black intuition. We know when something
smelled it.
He smelled it. He sensed it. Woke up the next morning, and Loomis was cooking breakfast for the both of them.
Yeah,
for all three. Loomis, the brother, was cooking for everybody,
even knowing.
Still cooked breakfast. Wasn't bitter, but he was hurt. You can tell. So he kind of peeping their energy and all that. Caleb is kind of trying to act regular, but he's giving it away, and she's really just like what's the word I'm looking for, man? How she was kind of standoffish to him a little bit, or giving off like I did something I wasn't supposed to do energy.
Guilt.
I fucked up.
Yeah, guilt. There it is. So Loomis was still cool, but then we brothers. That jealousy side came up, and he said, "Hey, man." And Loomis he had a foul mouth, y'all. He was smart. He said a lot of jabs. He was a jab taker, or whatever. So he was like, "Man, I get it. Y'all young, y'all white." Y'all, he threw the race in there. Y'all supposed to. You want a nigga like me, man. I'm toxic. I drink too much. I almost choked you in the room. And she felt some type of way and everything. So,
the story.
Yeah, so fast forward, y'all, so we can get into our spill, right? They're working on something on the water mill. Something had to be fixed. What's that suit? The hazmat suit? Mm-hmm. Caleb has his hazmat suit on, and Loomis is working on something. Caleb almost slips off the bridge. If he would have slipped and fell, he would have died and all that. He gets saved by Loomis. Now, Loomis is genuinely saving him, pulling him up on the rope. He saves him. Boom. The dude like, thank you, man. Loomis is like, all right, cool. So he detached the hook that was giving him leverage to hold him up. Caleb, y'all got to watch it. I think it was an intentional slip. He slips. Now he really has to use all his might to pull him. Yeah. Now, it's one of them things like, if I don't hold this with my life, we both gonna fall over. Game over and everything. So he's pulling them up with all his strength and everything. Then there's a point where they're probably 5 or 4 feet, 4.5 feet away from each other. And Loomis is looking at him like, come on, man, pull up. And Caleb gave him this sinister, grimace look like, I hit. It was good. I ate her and everything. Then it cuts to Loomis looking like, oh yeah, they had a face fade.
Yeah, like
that emotional face fade. Yeah,
I should drop your ass.
Yes,
I should pull you with me.
Yeah, exactly. So then it cuts to Loomis coming back to the farm or the area by himself. The woman asks, oh, well, where Caleb? Oh, Caleb, he just got his shit and left.
And her uncomfort came from the story that he told beforehand about killing a random person that was asking to die.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? She was like, what if that was my brother?
Didn't it turn out to be her brother?
His brother.
His brother?
His brother, yes. So y'all got to watch it for that backstory, like the backstory stuff. Mm-hmm. But when...
Caleb's brother?
Huh?
Caleb's brother?
No, Loomis' brother.
Loomis,
oh, he was
it was his brother, yeah. So then, she's like, where's Caleb? He like, man, he just took his shit and left. Man, she sprinted out that room faster than Noah Lyles.
Immediately went to the spot where they was at the check.
She ran out, and he was just like, okay. He had a little guilt look on him, so y'all got to watch it. But what do y'all think of that? Just
the whole her running out after him.
That was a trust issue.
Yeah,
with her running out.
Let me ask y'all this to simplify it, because I got a lot of questions for y'all. What that had to hurt y'all when she ran out?
Yep.
Yes.
Thank you. See, we do share our emotions. See, we honest. Ain't nobody saying, no, fuck that. If you want them, go chase them, bitch. Now, everybody ain't like me. So it would have hurt.
You ain't even like you.
That shit would have hurt me. That would have hurt me too. Hell yeah. I'm like, damn, ouch. And I still ain't got none. Like, man, now she about to be mad at me. I really ain't getting none.
Captain Save a Hole and ain't even got the hole.
Yeah. Now let me ask y'all, why would it have to hurt y'all?
Well, the fact that, you know, if I'm in his shoes, like, you just expressed your feelings before. You, outside of what happened with old dude, but then him giving you kind of like that non-verbal cue about it. And then I don't think that I would guess as well too that he knew she was in there the morning after you know, and it's like, all right, well, it don't take a lot to put two and two together. Y'all been showing that y'all have some attraction, but it's the mere fact that, like, I was trying to honor you. I was attempting to honor you and honor, you know, what we supposed to have that's special when I first turned down having sex with you the first time.
Was it an unspoken relationship?
It was. Just because of the connection and the time that they met, and just everything that he was doing off the rip. As soon as they realized that we're safe for each other, all right, cool. I'm an engineer. Obviously, you've been doing this. You've been doing what you can. I'm here to get you to the next level.
But do you have to say it out loud when you're in the world?
Talking to the mic, T?
Do you have to say it out loud when the world's in an apocalyptic state like that? Is it? You said an invisible relationship, or is it?
I mean,
I'm saying an unspoken relationship.
It becomes one instantly because you've spent all this time with nobody, and now somebody is here now.
But that's what I'm saying. If the world's in an apocalyptic state, do I need to be like, hey, will you go out with me?
No, you don't need to. Especially her. Especially as a woman being alone for that long.
That's the point I'm making.
But she may have tried to put you in a bro category like some females do.
You can't. Like, you can't in that situation.
Bro, she was trying to fuck.
You can't, but some women do. Some women will.
She was trying to fuck.
It is in
That's
pride.
Diabolical.
So you think you said she was trying to fuck T?
Wasn't she? I mean,
she was a woman of God, for Christ's sake, T.
That means she needs to get her rocks off. It's people that fuck inside the church.
Do women of God not want to? Come on, Five. Are we going there? We done been through how many panels over the year?
Hey, I personally would be fucked up for the fact of that like it wasn't really me that you wanted. It was just what the position that I feel, or when I was just making everything right, when I was focusing on the house, focusing on building us some electricity, or just
priorities.
Just trying, It's like you wanted me then, but then it's like when somebody else came. It seemed that, hey, it wasn't really me that you wanted. It was just that place. So I would be hurt for that reason.
Damn.
You wanted what I
your
could do
question.
for you.
So would you say before we go on break, like a reverse rebound type?
Yeah, that's how
the
I
rebound. You know how rebounds come after the rebound before the effect.
Yes.
Damn. That's heavy, y'all. That's heavy. We're gonna get back into some more of it because I got some more questions, man. Because I gotta ask y'all if y'all.
I hope they're not toxic.
They are all about to be toxic. Are y'all Caleb or y'all Loomis? Don't answer it now. Y'all don't.
I'm happy to sit as far away from you as I am right now.
Hey, but keep it locked. Don't go nowhere. We'll be back. Patio PolitiCz. Yes,
Such
sir.
that you got T sitting right next to you for this. It's just what's left.
You are now rocking with the Patio PolitiCz.
We back.
You're forced to love at that point. Like, I gotta learn you because you're the only person here. I have no other options.
Yeah. So y'all that's coming in, tuning in, we going over the recap of a movie called Z for Zachariah, which was made 2015. I believe it's a sci-fi thriller. I like to call it like sci-fi drama or whatever the case may be. Two people which end up turning into three, isolated due to chemical, gamma reaction to something that wiped out a whole population of people, and it's just them there. Shit get crazy. Love is involved. Emotions involved. It turns into some whole soap opera shit mixed in with a little love and hip hop. So if y'all was, who would y'all identify yourself as? Often when we watch movies and shit like that, we say, "Oh, I can relate to him," or "That's me. That's my character." Are y'all Loomis or y'all Caleb?
I think I might mess y'all up with my answer, but I'll let y'all go.
What was the sex of the dog?
I'm Loomis. I think the dog was a boy.
Hey, no, I'm Loomis in that situation.
Yeah.
I'm Loomis.
I'm Loomis too. Now
I'm both of them.
Both of them. Okay.
Yeah.
Now let me switch it up for y'all. What if you had to be the Caleb now? Meaning, two people already they're established. You've been alone for weeks or however long, and then you walk upon a situation where it's like that.
I'm both. Like I said, I'm both of them.
Yeah, like you asking how would we respond to the situation,
yeah.
Walking up on it
Like would you be Caleb, or would you turn away? Be like, y'all got something going. I'm gonna stick around for a little bit to help out, and then I'm gonna let y'all be or whatever. If that's cool with y'all.
Well, if we're in the state that we need to survive, I would have just been Caleb for who he was then. I mean, because
you staying or going?
I'm staying.
Okay, if it was what you're saying it to be,
as in,
you saying I gotta survive, or you gonna be the third wheel? Because that's pretty.
Yeah, what you presented differently before Loomis gets to going. Nah, he can't stay inside. He got to stay out. Would you be like, hey, I want to stay, but I'll do whatever it takes. I just camp out here.
Because pussy was never on Loomis' mind.
Yeah, not at all.
And when y'all watch it, I don't know if they put that in there, but it's a part on there where they're going hunting.
Mm-hmm.
And Loomis and Caleb is going hunting, and they like just on some man talking shit. Like, yeah, like y'all want to do it for a bet?
I heard him chop it up.
Yeah, it was like do it for a bet, and then Loomis like, all right, cool, and then he was like, yeah, we could do it for what's her name? He said her name.
Mm-hmm.
And Loomis dropped his gun like, hold up.
Like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, they did that?
Yeah.
So
and he was like, I'm just playing, man. So I'm just playing.
Like, no, you're not. We're playing a different game.
Yeah, he wasn't.
He wasn't that out there.
You ain't playing.
Yeah. So it makes me think like, damn, was Caleb always there?
Yeah.
Probably.
Waiting for the right time to.
I feel like, wait, who was the introduction? Who was the first person to get introduced to Caleb? It was her that seen him first, right?
It was her.
Yeah. Because of the dog.
Hey, I'm staying.
Because the trap was set up differently this time.
I'm staying. If I was Caleb in the situation, I'm staying.
You staying?
Yeah, realistically in that moment, I stay because to me, I see it ain't nothing. At least how I'm looking, like I know they're together and I know it's just us, but it don't look as serious. I don't feel like I wouldn't feel like I'm stepping on a marriage here. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's the end, but I
wouldn't stay. I come get whatever I need from them and then probably be gone the next day.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I would see like if they got something going on, just me being the third wheel.
How would you know that in a day though?
Is that what
the time around? Like it's no TV, it's no nothing. You gotta know it. You gotta get to know everybody. You gotta converse.
But we trying to survive though.
Yeah, but see, and that's.
But I'm like, I want the same opportunity that you gave Loomis because you found this nigga out here the same way you found
yeah,
me.
I would go stay somewhere else. I'll probably stay close, but
if that was the case, you wouldn't have left from where you were staying at in the first place. Because Loomis was like, I only came out because I got tired of not seeing sunlight.
Yeah, see,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so that means Caleb. That's what makes it dope because was he roaming? Was he already there?
Yeah.
But it's like, dude, if you already there and you know about her and you see her here, like, all right, come on through, do your thug bizzle.
And do you think that was what was truly on, like, because if you're in their shoes, man,
mm-hmm.
wouldn't you be thinking about survival every day too? The mere fact that the world is in an apocalyptic state, it's about more than just her.
Yeah, you got to survive with some people that have survived like you. Yeah, and they're operating like they know what to do in order to keep surviving. Of course I would stay.
But even in survival mode, you still have emotions. You still have thoughts and all that.
You never
sit there and see two people lovey-dovey and all that.
You want some of that too, and you say that there's an opportunity. There's an opportunity for you to get it too, because the longer you stay, you find out how they became to be, and you're like, okay, this is as wide open as I thought it was.
Exactly. And if they're talking about repopulating their culture.
Then I'm not opposed to both of us putting a seed in her.
But he will. He will because he love. Think about it. Okay,
it's gonna change the dynamic though, but depending on who gets there first.
Now, say okay, you there with your woman and y'all done established something. Now, say Caleb came and y'all done boop, y'all got a kid. Are y'all gonna let Caleb plant his seed into your girl or your wife at this point?
Mac,
I think of population, we have to repopulize the world.
No.
Mac.
No.
Are you wearing that on your shoulders, man?
Thank you, Kay. Thank you.
Fuck that's about to die
Mac,
with us.
do you give a damn about repopulating the world?
Hold on. What you say, Kay?
It's gonna be some incest.
Eventually, it's gonna turn into some incest.
I mean,
yes.
well, yes.
Ain't no way going around that.
Yes,
it's going to.
But immediately. I mean, look at lions.
Nah,
that's incest.
We not animals, man.
Are we not? How are we not animals?
We not those animals, man. We more complex than them.
Exactly.
It's some very complex. It's some animals out here smarter than people walking. Don't do that.
I got one better for y'all, right? I'm gonna go spiritual. Now, what if Caleb was the devil?
Yeah.
Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
What if Caleb was the devil?
To go in on the tip that he went in on?
Yeah.
It could look that way.
It could look that way.
Could look that, and he knows how to entice the best.
The mere fact that she went running after him and then she all of a sudden was open to things when they were the exact same things came from him.
Yeah.
She was looking at God as the devil and looked at the devil as God.
Yeah. That's deep. See?
That's the Easter egg there? Wow.
And what it could be deep like that. Now, if I was writing like that, that's what it would be. Only saying that solely because, like, maybe what sent the devil away, which we gonna say Caleb, right? Maybe what sent them away was the fact, like, fuck, I would have got him if he dropped me.
Yeah.
Now he's turned into me on some jealous shit, but he didn't. So now I just he went away.
I love that.
Because he chose righteousness over his emotion of jealousy. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Knowing I took her down.
Because if he really had killed him, then they would have shown it.
Huh?
Yeah,
think about it.
If they really killed him, they would have shown it.
I mean, but that's the cliffhanger though.
Okay.
Like it wasn't meant.
But I think
we talking about the devil. We talking about vices. We talking about strongholds, generational curses.
Yeah.
How many women think in that moment when you like, nah, you ain't doing that no more. I'm pulling the liquor away from you. Ain't fucking with your friend no more. How many of them run out that house? How she ran out that house back to their vices.
Man,
think about they strongholds and they generational curses.
Man.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Top speed.
Now, if the movie wasn't as that's how I looked at it.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, man, this shit is brilliant. I'm like, I'm like, I know what that motherfucker was trying to do. I'm like, this shit is deep. Because he had a sinister look. I'm not going to be looking like that almost 100 feet from a fucking, water mill.
Yeah.
Knowing I fall, it's Kurt.
Is it? Yeah.
It's
like you
Kurt.
got fear in your eye at some point.
Yeah.
Like you ain't had none.
Yeah, and the look, I felt like it was an enticing look. Like, I got her. Drop me. I want you to drop me. I want to see.
It's
and
like I'm gonna win and I'm gonna win again because she gonna.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna get her after I'm gone.
Exactly, and she's gonna think now. She's gonna go back to prejudging you because of
you
who opened up.
You killed somebody.
You killed somebody. Yeah.
And the mere fact that I've been like up in her midst, I've created the soul Tyre, which is gonna make it harder for you to.
Even when I'm gone, I'm still.
Yeah, I won.
I'm still there.
I won.
Yeah.
I leave with a W.
And when you talking about like the powers and the forces of evil, that's the only way to defeat it is through righteousness.
Yeah.
Genuine righteousness. Where he had control of saying like, I can control, I can drop. Think of us like in that moment. How many of y'all would have let go of the rope? Oops.
If I wasn't that strong to hold it, then I'm not that strong to hold it, and that's all I could say.
That means I would have dropped it. You a hater.
But you talking about let him go like on purpose though, right?
Yeah.
If you came over here on some diabolical shit, it's like, bro,
he slipped again on purpose. Now it's like, damn.
If you did it on purpose, then I'm helping you do what you wanted to do. At that point.
Nah.
Yeah.
Well, all right. What about you, Kay?
Yeah, I'm helping him up.
You gonna save a man that want to die? Why waste your time?
I just won't have his blood on my hands. Like
I'm gonna help him
you
up.
Have to do that on your own.
And once we walk away from the riverbank, I'm gonna knock the shit out of him.
Yeah,
I'm gonna beat his ass.
That's a squabble.
Yeah,
sure.
I'm gonna knock his ass out.
Squabble up.
But what about from there on? Then what do you do with him?
He gotta go.
Okay.
She ain't gonna let you get them going like that.
But if I was gonna say, because she gonna have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Hey, well,
and she ain't gonna understand the scenario that happened, and it's gonna be two sides of the story. She gonna be
but being Loomis,
emotions.
Being Loomis though, you gotta think about being Loomis. Loomis wasn't really on that.
He wasn't.
He wasn't.
Was not
at least
he wasn't.
Well, yeah.
It was a pure like let's strive and get to where we need to get to. Like we're surviving together now, which is better than how we've been surviving alone.
Mm-hmm.
But I think his. So when you say Loomis wasn't on that, you're meaning that like
he had a greater perspective. He had a greater outcome in mind.
Yeah.
Let me.
Yeah.
He was on his superior man shit to me, man.
He was still having
it.
In the battle of his human side and his spiritual side.
Yep.
What did Caleb have to offer anybody in this scenario?
Her?
He offered her
lack of loneliness, all the shit.
Other than the dick for her.
All the shit we can't give them while we're out taking care of business and work.
Intimacy.
Mm-hmm.
Like we so locked in on the goal, I can't even think of.
It's almost like Caleb was the side nigga while the husband was at work.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm relatable.
Mm-hmm.
We both believe in God.
Mm-hmm. But bro, like Loomis came through. I'm an engineer. This is what I know how to do. I can
think about Adam and Eve in a circle, man.
Well, but also too the mere fact that Loomis denied sex for the right reasons. And Caleb just jumped right in.
He jumped right in
for the wrong reason.
And he jumped right in, knowing good and well that like Loomis was right across the way.
He said, "Here's my chance."
Like we said, them noises didn't happen for no reason.
Yeah, that's she screamed.
And a lot of people, even women, y'all need to understand this how the enemy work, man. It ain't just y'all think it's just a regular fuck. Like, man, he probably fucked the shit out of her.
She ain't had it in how long? She was screaming in there.
But that's what I'm saying. Why he was in there sleeping. That's why she.
He wasn't asleep.
No, what you call it was?
I would say that Loomis wasn't. Bro, man, we just talk about how quiet that house was.
Nah, Loomis was. He was drunk and passed out
because he was out from alcohol.
Well, yeah.
He was passed. He was incapacitated. He was done.
I know she was making some noise though. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, of course.
But he was out from alcohol though. That's when you like.
Yeah,
you cloud nine can't hear nothing.
Can't hear nothing, but still was able to be responsible enough to get up and cook breakfast for them both.
That would have tripped me.
How are you? How are you fucked up that bad to where you waking up early in the morning cooking breakfast for people? You don't usually wake up like that.
Because I guess taking care of what they were doing for survival became a 9 to 5 to him. So a lot of motherfuckers that get drunk and pass out, and they be at work like it ain't nothing happening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And shit, Loomis was that dude, and Loomis was looking at the bigger picture of everything. Even Loomis went so far to bringing her organ that she know how to play to the house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
to the house.
It's like, I don't understand everything that you're into, but I understand that you're into it, so I'm gonna support you.
This is important to you, so I'm gonna sacrifice.
Come on, man. Heavy, and we know how heavy fucking organs are.
Yeah.
You know how heavy fucking pianos
by yourself.
And we don't sacrifice more,
man. They got level one from
because he also
level 1 house.
Man,
he fixed the tractor thing.
Yep, showed her how to get gas out of the joint.
Loomis did everything.
Yeah, I mean, not to say that she was helpless and wasn't doing.
Nah, she was doing. She was helping out.
She was doing everything until she met a wall.
Mm-hmm.
And then Loomis came and was just like, "Hey, I'm a break down your wall and we're gonna build up a kingdom together." And then, you know what I'm saying, a little measly knight out of nowhere came through and fucked up everything.
Now, just think of all the people in that moment, apocalyptic era. No, this post-apocalyptic, because everything was already done. Now, think about ask yourself, would you have did what Loomis did and said, nah, this going to change things, or you would have smashed her? I would have smashed.
Yeah, man. Hey,
I'm just being real.
I'd have smashed anyway, because it's the only piece that's there.
Well,
I think you got to know yourself, too.
But I'm even looking at the entire situation, like, the state that the world is in, and if you truly feeling for her, then like, why not in that moment? Like, what are you waiting around for the world to come back so you can have a wedding? And
now, what I love though about Loomis, it just, damn man, it was one of them things like, damn, I fucked, but it's gonna change things.
Yeah,
our emotions gonna be involved now.
We working well as a team.
Yeah, without no distractions.
With no distractions, we both on the same accord. We're because I just think that Caleb was just an extra set of hands.
Yeah.
But look, here's the other part, right? Say we do have a baby.
Okay.
What the fuck gonna happen after that?
Yeah. See,
who they gonna have a baby with?
Yeah. See,
shit. We can keep working towards what we gonna work towards, but we about to live too.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm smashing.
Man.
We're gonna figure out the rest later.
That's right.
I'm gonna hit regardless.
Now, and I was saying too, maybe Loomis knew, like he knew himself, like, man, once I get busy, I'm gonna want it all the time. It's gonna be this and that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be
less
as
work is gonna be
productive.
getting done.
Yeah.
You think he was getting at like the dynamics between them two?
Nah, I think like, you know how, and I'm gonna say this, you know how sex can complicate things,
Yeah.
or it does in a lot of
Yeah.
instances. I think that's what it would have did, and all Caleb would have did was made it more complicated.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? But I think it, and that's why I said maybe it's a deeper meaning to the movie, just in terms of spirituality.
Yeah.
Because she could have waited. Y'all ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
You could have waited.
That was why I said they in an apocalyptic state. Like
Mm-hmm.
what? It ain't like what are you waiting for the world to come back around so you can, you know, go back out and.
Now, in that moment, did it teach y'all about women that when they hot and horny and ready, that they'll go through the lengths of if they can't get it from you, they gonna get it from the next man?
They gonna get it too.
They gonna get it, yeah.
They gonna get
I
it.
done heard women say that.
Whatever's what's available. If I want it at that point in time and you ain't the one giving it to me, I'm gonna get it.
They be on some like by all means necessary shit,
Yeah.
which is scary because it's like, damn, you can't wait.
We quicker to rub one off than they quicker to grab a toy.
Yeah,
Those be the one. Hurry up and get your nut. You better pay attention. Read the fine lines.
Man.
She's showing you who she is already.
man, that part. Nah, that part. That part. Hey, but we still getting deep. I got a lot more questions. Y'all make sure y'all don't go nowhere. Z for Zachariah. We into it, man. It's the Patio PolitiCz. We underneath the patio. Keep it locked.
A culmination of powerful properties that create balance and produce good energy. Cultivating a culture of mindfulness is a daily battle. We target your inner me. Physiological effects, change you can truly feel. Aesthetically pleasing on the surface, but handmade to help you heal.
We back.
You are now rocking with the Patio PolitiCz.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So before we went in the break, man, we was breaking down just the fact of like the meaning of this movie. Is it just on a grand scheme of things? Is it what it was, or is it a deeper metaphoric message to it about patience, about love, about waiting, about distractions, about allowing the enemy to come into your life and be disruptive? Because y'all notice when Caleb, when he left or whatever the fuck happened to him, when y'all watch the movie, right, it's that she's gonna be on the piano, she's gonna be on the organ playing, it's real eerie and everything, and it's just like, damn,
It was different.
shit was different.
Different period.
Shit was different.
I think the movie is as deep as your mind is.
Yeah.
However deep you could go, the movie is there.
Yeah.
Let me ask y'all something, because this is what was puzzling me too. As I analyzed and looked at what others attempted to analyze out of it too.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the impacts change if it wasn't a black man in the middle of this, or if all three of them were black, or if they all three were white?
Oh, we.
I feel like if all three of them were white, we wouldn't have a problem.
It doesn't change. Change nothing.
I think it'll be the same.
I don't think it would be the same.
And it showed me too, just with this ain't the only time like Caucasians or white people have shown themselves that they be on pussy first more than anything. Like pirate shit. They have a history and track record of being like that. Look at Walking Dead.
Let's reverse the roles. Let's reverse the roles.
No, Walking Dead.
They be on some pirate shit.
That literally was Walking Dead type.
It was just with three people. They gonna come to your encampment or your base. They gonna see what you working with. If they already armored up and ready for war, if it goes there, but they coming to take.
Let's reverse the roles. Let's say Caleb is the one that comes into the scenario first.
With her.
And then Loomis comes. Does Loomis get the same treatment that Caleb got?
Nah, then it becomes a race card thing if it was in reverse, I think.
I believe Caleb would have been more
Like, nah, he ain't coming. He ain't even coming home with us.
Yep. And even if
she'd
he
have
did,
been fine with that.
Even if he did, it would have been like some. It would have been some like he owned her.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, see, because it's only a certain type of man that can give people the benefit of the doubt. I believe that man, he aware of the emotional side, but he know that, hey, this man could have the potential to not listen to his lower self.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because with Loomis being the man that's already thinking about the survival part, he probably thinking everybody around him is thinking the same way.
The same way. Man, yeah. Nah, he wasn't. Caleb wasn't.
For sure.
So I think if
we wouldn't have had a movie if Loomis came, second?
Nah,
You mean
it would have been a boring movie because I don't think Loomis would have been trying to fuck. He wouldn't have said the joke about let's make a bet for her. He would have respected the game. Like, man,
Caleb wouldn't been fixing shit. She would have still been all on her own doing everything.
Yep.
He would have still been that same extra set of hands.
Yep.
Hold up.
Yep.
It wouldn't have been progression nowhere though.
Exactly.
Assessing this because I thought I heard two different things.
Or what if the dog was a kid? We got a kid here.
That would have changed. That's another change in dynamic. Because at first I didn't know if y'all were getting at the idea of if Loomis was white and Caleb was black, or you mean if Loomis's character, as in who he was, came second and Caleb's character.
Now we talking about both.
Okay.
Yeah, both.
Yeah, we talking about both.
Because I was gonna say to me, like I see different things panning out. Like if Caleb's character came first, Loomis to me would have been more likely to get her because it would have been like, you know, I won't say rescuing a damsel, but almost like
he's coming providing.
This dude don't mean you know well, and like, you know, if
or what if the woman was black?
Oh, and
what if it was all black?
Well, but that first one, what if the woman was black and she was with Caleb first?
See,
and she hadn't come across a black man. You know,
now that's gonna be complicated because it's just gonna be tricky because now we have to break down the harsh realities of our sisters being in a apocalyptic, post-apocalyptic era, and then how's it gonna look with survival now? You scared of eating certain things, now you got to change your eating diet. You got to eat what's alive and around. You got to be in the grass. You may not like grass. You got to be in nature now. You got to hunt. You got to kill. You got to do all type of shit.
You got to take them risks.
Yeah.
Hey, and probably in that setting, the dude will probably be more insecure on the usual. But hey, you're gonna have to cut that out now because here comes somebody that can potentially help us. Yeah, so you got to cut that out now.
Exactly. 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 That like thinking of the different ways it went. It's just like I looked at it too. Again, just getting overly deep. Like, damn, man, how many people allow friends and people to come into their relationship? How many Calebs we done let into our household and our life that do that same shit?
And that changed the atmosphere.
That changed the whole atmosphere. So once this motherfucker leave, it's like a piece of your girl is going with that person.
Well, the symbolism of how he left the story, I'll say, is a deeper component to real life in the sense of, you know, you're left with the lasting effects of trauma. Or the lasting effects of, you know, previous incidents that have happened to you. So you're tripping off of people who then moved on, then damn near forgot your name. And you're left with the fallout of it. You know, it might even be symbolic or an Easter egg of the radiation in the story. You know, but being that, you know, radiation is the fallout of it. You got to wait on it to kind of disseminate. And looking at that whole idea of him just disappearing, and we're supposed to insinuate what happened.
Yeah, that he got killed.
You know,
because my thing is like when I was reading forums, I'm like, damn, are y'all saying he killed him because he black?
Yeah.
Did he drop him because it's a black man and he white with the blue-eyed devil?
Angry.
Because I often wonder too, depending on who was analyzing it, what were they gonna say about him too?
Yeah.
Hey, it low-key highlight too, just I think we probably got on this, but the value system of the woman too. Like we keep on getting to, it's like it's like you see how much she value. Like this whole time he worried about surviving and making this better, but she just don't want to be alone. Yeah. To where like at the end when everything crashed down, like she got this brother, but she kind of a part of her is always gonna be missing because he done left with it.
And just think how many women feel like that now, Ryder.
Yeah.
Hey. Which is a lot of y'all. Let's keep it $100.
Men feel that way too.
Yeah, hell yeah,
man.
Hell yeah.
To where you really ain't got the person, you know. To where you just
It's crazy. Like in that movie, the trauma just doesn't die. Yeah. Radiation killed off everything but trauma.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah.
Trauma and drama. Killed off all that shit, but just that the spirit of that remains. Like, nah, we gonna creep this in here somewhere, some way. But
and like I think in literature they would call Caleb a motif.
Yeah.
You know, a motif, because it's more about what he represents than who he is as a human being.
Okay, so from y'all perspective, what do y'all think Caleb represented?
Well, you gave a hell of an example with the devil, because I didn't think that deep into it.
Wait till you watch it though.
Until you mentioned it.
Yeah, like see it in full.
In the realm of wrestling, Caleb is definitely a heel.
A heel.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
He definitely a heel.
Now trip this out, right? This is why I started saying, okay, it's getting tricky, because when she was in the church playing the organ or whatever before the stuff came on, you know, the organ still gonna make sounds and all that. Not like it would plugged up, but it was still making sounds. Somebody was watching her. So she get back to the base camp and or the farm and oh man, I was playing that bad, you left out. He's working. He like, what are you talking about? Like, I wasn't even there. So who else was there watching her play?
Was the cinematography set up like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, I didn't reveal who it was. You didn't know.
Yeah, but
you knew somebody was around because when she was playing, the dog left out barking. Dog is only gonna do that when.
Yeah, the dog is. Yeah, they know.
Yeah,
they know
exactly.
Well, the instinct is high.
But if you look at it too, what else feels spirits?
Animals.
Like
Quick
babies.
Quick.
Easily.
Yeah.
They know what's good and what ain't good.
Yeah. So it makes me think on some diabolical shit. You been watching.
And been like having interactions with this dog.
Yeah.
Because the dog is the first line of defense.
Yeah.
And so it's like, let me win you over first.
Yeah.
Let me win you over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, those are all more. Yeah.
I'm gonna say he came as the distraction, or I'm gonna say the other choice. Because when you look at just everything up in nature, I feel like it has the choice to either go up, down, left, or right.
Left or right, yep.
To kind of keep it out. Like the gray area does exist, but nature is going to force this entity to have to choose a black or white side.
So the theme of the wolf in sheep's clothing, essentially.
Man, that'd be Caleb.
The visuals of each introduction of both men let you know who's good and who ain't.
Yeah.
Loomis. Water. Oh my God. Oh fuck. I'm in there like shit. Here she come. Get out of there. Get out of there. Okay, woo. We got that. Loomis. Caleb.
Yep.
Oh hey. It's people. How y'all doing? What's up?
Yep.
What y'all got going? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, see, that's what I love about how I mean, just to go in the film aspect of it. That's what I love about when even when we produce our own stuff, looking at how the scripts and the cinematography
come together
on stuff like that, because those are the little things that if you don't recognize that's happening and you don't shoot it correctly, you could give them a similar intro where the audience is now confused more than they have to, versus you're telling them through that. That was why I asked. I was like, did they shoot it like that where it was like somebody's watching her?
Yeah.
And the simple fact that Loomis was always ready to shoot some shit probably didn't help him, but I understand why he was ready to always shoot some shit.
Maybe he also...
And then Loomis was about to commit suicide after they intimacy, because he like, man, what's the use of me here, da-da-da. And then you looking at the wheel, I'm like, that's symbolic, that's metaphoric for being the third wheel. He looking at it like, man, I'm just about to... But he didn't know. See? He didn't know.
He wanted to survive better, more than he wanted to die.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And I think in terms like that, man, a man be thinking like, man, I shoulda, I coulda, I shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Yeah.
You know, I shoulda fucked.
In certain scenarios, certain parts, like, man, I should have just known who I was there and like tempered it.
But look at how a single fuck of a distraction can change the whole trajectory of everything they built for these months, weeks, days, whatever the case may be. One fuck when Loomis wanted to make love to her.
She threw it all away.
She could have chose up and changed the whole dynamic. So it also highlight the power that the woman could have.
Yeah,
she was also like
and did have
on her shit. Yeah, real shit. She did have the power.
The vulnerability broke her down into making whatever decision that she could
to where
not the best.
Because she had a choice.
You got civilizations today that's fucked up behind the misdoings or the undoings of a woman.
But see, that's when the enemy come into their lives, when they are in distraught or in distress, He's gonna give them the option of choices to choose. And the choice you're not supposed to choose is always going to be alluring to our sisters because of bullshit.
Desires. They're going to go towards the desires.
I said another time, they're going to feed it to you like sugar.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, because...
but they'll say, I don't want a man to disrespect me. But when Loomis is saying, I want to love you, I don't want to pluck you, I want to rub you, caress you.
Caleb literally came in and
I want to massage your soil. Caleb is saying, I'm gonna pluck you. I'm gonna fuck you. I'm gonna eat your pussy. Oh, I like that.
Well,
I like that. Don't talk to me like that.
Thinking about what we was talking about in another episode about the sisters popping a balloon and talking about the brother for his looks.
Yes.
9 times out of the same scenario.
Man, right.
well, also, man, because it's a lot of context there. I'm sorry, I could expand on a whole lot.
Yeah,
man, because I'm just looking at like they'll miss the greater messages because of this. I see a lot of guys online say, you know, they're so loyal to the sisterhood in the sense of, or not the sister code.
Yeah,
keeping to each other. Whereas like you don't even the one thing I think we might have all noticed, or at least that really struck me as I was listening, you know, to all of it, is I'm like, okay, wow. The first thing we talked about, she showed all that enthusiasm when he said
about the church,
and I'm like,
yeah,
but this dude
that was intentional.
Like,
yeah,
I'm like, this dude literally explained to you, and he had the plan laid out. He was pretty much going to do it for you, but it was like,
but okay. notice that enthusiasm came after their walk.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
He done already got in her head.
Yeah, that's what the walk was for.
Let me get you away from your safety.
And the devil ain't gonna be like, the devil know we be cuffing. We gonna cuff her, so he gonna be like, nah, if it's okay with you, Jay.
The devil gonna come as everything that you want.
Yep.
And desire, to where you'll lose yourself and you'll let your guard down to where you don't even see that.
Yes, and lose everything you need too.
Loomis is like, it's not okay with me, and here come the woman. It can be okay.
And Loomis, he was indirectly cuffing to me.
Yeah,
because Caleb noticed. He noticed the interaction and all that, but he still chose to take her on walks. Now think of when Adam left to go do what he did, and Eve was right there with the serpent about the apple. Think. He didn't spit when Adam was right there
because
Adam
wasn't going to be successful.
He wasn't.
No, I know how to get to you, talks Adam. About that part.
They don't.
I'm about to get to you to her.
Yeah. See, they don't want to be accountable for that shit. Even when women start talking about periods, don't get mad at me. I'll be like, man, don't get mad at me, man. Be mad at Eve. That's who you need to be filing your grievance with. She dropped the fucking ball.
I said that once to a group of people at the church, and they flipped their heads when I was like, hey, like, why are y'all blaming us for this? I'm like, I didn't create your body the way it is.
You blame your mom.
Wait until Judgment Day and take that up with God.
Yep.
I didn't create you this way.
Yeah.
You know, like, and it's like it doesn't register.
Oh nah,
for whatever reason.
Nah, because then they get.
I mean, I wasn't attempting to be funny.
Because the shit with Eve, Eve would have to be accountable.
Yeah,
you were weak. He got you. You bit it.
Yeah,
that's it.
And then we went on to agree with
what Eve said.
I'm gonna pull something up for those.
But I was just saying, like, this the underneath power though.
Yeah,
we would be like, really the order, like we were supposed to be.
Yeah,
but look who got power over us.
Man.
I'm gonna pull something up.
She has that power. If you
easily.
Man. Now, who was it? Who was it, man? That it was in an Art of Seduction. Was that Cleopatra?
With
Napoleon?
Yeah. Alexander the Great.
No, Alexander the Great. Yeah. Then he sent her over to Napoleon.
Yep.
To go have that. Yep. Yeah. To go act like an operative.
Yeah.
Go over there, be with him as long as it take, and I'm gonna tear his shit down.
And then she ended up switching up on
Switching up on Alexander the Great. Yeah. And ended up taking over the king. Yeah.
Every time, so real quick, every time they bring up that whole Adam and Eve thing, and you hear these cats online attempting to blame Adam for everything. Ask them why they never read this. Look at the underlined.
Read that shit.
Come on, Five.
No, read it.
One of y'all do it. So, because
the whole thing.
The underlined.
For Adam was formed first, then Eve, and Adam was not the one deceived. It was the woman who was deceived and became a sinner. But women will be saved through childbearing if they continue in faith, love, and holiness with propriety.
Propriety.
Yeah, propriety.
If. We didn't write it. Don't get mad at us.
I be saying, I was like,
you are the original sinner.
Yeah. The original. Yeah.
The first sinner.
What's that word it says? She was what?
The habitual sinner.
Deceived.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, okay, and that's NIV. Let's give him
this
more context.
deceive, right? Is what is it? The root word to what? Deception.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on.
Come
on, man.
And even
It's
spell
like
deceive
does a
without
woman
E.
even have to
let me
let?
do you one better. It's in the King James too, so it's in the oldest version. That was NIV.
Does a woman even have to do anything to like prevent herself from being deceived? Like, does she have any type
have your
of
discernment shit up?
Well, that's why they say a lot of times they need the covering.
Yeah.
That's why it speaks on us covering.
Stop thinking with your emotions and think with your mind, or better yet, think with your spirit.
Yeah.
Because think about this. How is Caleb any different than any of these other cats online, professing to be gurus, feeding them the Steve Harvey,
Yep.
Team Jackson BS.
Mm-hmm. It ain't no different. It ain't no different. And these cats are relatable in relating to their bullshit, agreeing to their bullshit. That's why that's just cap. That's spit, man. That's deception at its finest. They don't understand that shit.
And women are easily deceptive.
They are. They are just like the suckers we was talking about earlier and the people you named or whatever about the whole Megan Good thing. Look what happened.
But
women, look what happened.
Each ones I brought up.
So when the ladies learn to get their lower selves in check, meaning that they desires, meaning when you hungry, you're not about to give in to just eating anything because your stomach talking to you.
Yeah.
And just be, you trying to speak on something before I touch that?
You brought up a point that I was about to hit.
And before your genitals are pleased, you know what I mean. You already sacred,
full.
and you full there to where a brother can only come in and enhance that.
Come on.
But you're not looking for him to fill in the void because you already filled in that void.
Yeah.
Saying that when your voids are filled in, you leave less room to be distracted by the outside entities that can come and fuck up the whole family.
Yeah.
That part.
And the discernment comes from. I thought you were gonna go a little deeper.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
What you mentioned. I gotta say, shout out to Pastor Stephen Darby, who's deceased.
Yeah, rest in peace. Hell of a
preacher. Made a point though that I was listening to last week. He was saying most people interpret that part in the Bible when they talk about famine as like running out of food. That's why people was panicking and stuff during like COVID and these times. I gotta go and get all the food off the shelves.
It's all about portion.
He's saying no. The famine is when you are so robbed of, in her case, companionship.
Yep.
She didn't want to be alone.
Yep.
Well, when you starving, you are more prone to eat anything.
Yeah.
Which makes it
broken down.
That's the famine. So Caleb came at the time of her famine.
Selection of portion though, because she had options.
Yeah.
And that's when God will test you the most.
Yeah.
It's when you have the least things around you.
And
discipline.
Loomis was asking her to be patient.
Yeah.
He was
Loomis
being
was
patient,
disciplined.
patient and
Very.
pouring into
He was
her.
the guy.
Very.
Outside of his little beer incident, but
I mean, and that was funny. He's like, "Oh, you over here drinking water and juice, all this beer here, stupid."
his human side kicked in. His human nature. He turned into a nigga.
But it was earned because it's like I've been
was
working
real.
hard.
It was real though.
I've been working hard.
I would love to talk to Brother M about this.
Yeah, and sisters, he had an aggressive moment where he yelled and got all up on her. So no, he didn't strike
but she got
her,
turned out. She got turned on.
Yeah, because it was.
She didn't say fuck him. I'm leaving. I'm
it was
good.
that close contact of emotion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like I know I should be fearful, but I'm kind of like I'm dripping down my leg over this shit, and I know we ain't gonna get nothing out of this because you drunk.
Yep. The only way to combat like being deceived or deception is to be disciplined, people. That's the D, not dick. D.
Was Loomis not conscious enough to do everything in his power to not send her to Caleb, or Caleb, whatever his name is? Like seeing the situation as it is, and like let me act.
I think he was focused on the task at hand and just getting it done.
You mean protect her?
Which as men we are guilty of a lot of
Yeah,
this tunnel vision.
protect her.
You know, man.
Like let me look a little. Let me look outside of what I came here for, what I'm here for, and
because the sisters say, well,
because it's not like he
shouldn't
didn't
have drunk.
realize
If he wanted some pussy, he should have stayed his dumb ass up.
Yeah, it's
like
but,
maybe that's his way of coping with the reality of things. Plus, this man just killed his brother.
Yeah. Like
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He ain't he don't like maybe like how the girls playing the organ. Maybe that's her way of coping. And doing with it. And his way of coping was drinking.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And it could be overworking. And we know as brothers we do that all the time. We'll overwork to compensate for like we
everything.
Yeah, we unconsciously stressing or going through shit, so we overwork ourselves to filling that void that we missing. You know, so it could be a lot of things like that. Before we close, solution, fellas, for that.
Patience,
and
be as spirit filled as possible.
And I mean, and let me not let me summarize it or generalize it. What's the solution for the fact that, let's see, to prevent a Caleb from coming into your relationships?
Well,
be that it may with your girl, friendships, family.
When you set it up that way, then Loomis got to kind of take some blame there, because he set standards, but not all of them.
Yeah, but I'm saying for y'all individually.
You talking about
what's the solution
in like real relationships,
real life? Yeah,
shit. For me, setting standards across the board.
Well, because my thing is the way that Caleb's whole role,
and they got to be quick takes too.
Well, Caleb's whole role she had to let that in.
Mm-hmm.
I would say.
So you blaming the woman?
I don't know if there, unless, you know what, come back to me, because I don't see a way that he can do it.
In all honesty, I'm gonna say he showed up the way that he should have, because for me, you can't control no woman, you can't control no man. All I can do is plant the seed. Yeah. So Loomis, he showed up, he stayed on the mission, regardless if she chose up or if she didn't. Yeah, he did get fucked up because it fucked with him emotionally, but he stayed on the mission.
Yep.
So as men, I feel like you got to stay on the mission. Sometimes you might not get the result that you want, but don't lose yourself because she chose up and chose something different. There's probably something else out there for you.
Like I said,
so my thing, we can't prevent the case.
He said it better than
Only thing that we can do is choose a position that's opposing the fight.
Yeah.
Like I said on another episode, like there's losses within every victory, and there's a victory within every losses. You just got to take the one that's not going to hurt you the most.
Yeah. Okay. I would say like Caleb will be like equivalent to the agent on the Matrix. They are the Calebs, the enemy, devil, or they are
anybody and everybody.
They are anybody and everybody, but they're inevitable. They're gonna be there. So be disciplined, be focused, set standards like Mac was saying. Same thing. I agree 100% with K and Mac was saying. And just, man, you just gotta be a leader, man. You just gotta be a leader. And that's it. And don't allow the Calebs to change who you are. Cause I fuck with Loomis deep down because he chose righteousness over violence. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Every single time.
Even though it hurt it. And that shows sacrifices.
Let me ask you something.
I got one question. You said something too. My man. About the agent. Mm-hmm. One thing I remember too is about you found out you was low-key kind of fighting yourself, right?
Yes.
In a way. So instead of fighting them, kind of like, can we become one with chaos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's be the chaos.
Hey, that's like, man, that's some Zen, like monk type stuff, man. Okay, because the place I was gonna come from on the whole Matrix thing is when you mentioned leadership, but I'm thinking of that example when he was in the simulation of the woman with the red dress. Mm-hmm. But the difference is Neo being the man, and I'm assuming comparing to Loomis. Mm-hmm. If Loomis is who he is, again, like what he said, you can't control what no woman does. You know the part where he was like, "Were you listening to me, or are you looking at the woman in the red dress?" And like that's Caleb. Well, look again.
Yeah, you can't. I don't feel you can control, but you can inspire with a woman.
You can definitely inspire. But so that's how I was asking. Like, was there a way that Loomis could have just inspired her to make different decisions?
Yeah.
I feel like if he would have came like a couple of days later, perhaps. Perhaps.
Yeah, I think we gonna keep.
Nah.
I know we got to end the show.
Hey, but overall, y'all, it's a great movie, phenomenal movie. Y'all check it out. I know there's a lot of major spoiler alerts, but please go check it out. It's Z for Zachariah. It's on Tubi and other platforms. You can watch it on free
Amazon Prime
for
free.
Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Yeah, but watch it on Tubi after you watch The Council and Frank Blue.
Yes, sir.
And all that.
Or holla at me for them fire sticks too.
And you
there you go.
And you
yes, sir. We got you on tap for everything.
Like, share, subscribe, all that good shit,
Shout
man, and keep it locked, man. We love y'all. Keep it locked, and we out like this. It's the Patio PolitiCz.
Yeah.
We don't do trends, we trendsetters.